Here's how you do question number 11 from the absolute value worksheet. Function f of x equals 1/2 absolute value x plus 3 minus 2. And we're going to create a table of points and then graph those points. First, let's put in our x values. Over here I've written the function with the x value -5, -4, -3, -2, and -1 substituted in. And so we need to calculate the parenthesis first. That's the absolute value. So if we do the absolute value of -5 plus 3, that's -2. But the absolute value of -2 is +2. And so when we multiply it, 1/2 times 2, that makes 1 minus 2, -1. The next one, -4 plus 3, that's -1. The absolute value of -1, though, of course, is 1. Half of 1 is 0.5. 1/2 multiplied by 1. Minus 2. 0.5 minus 2. -1.5. All right, next one's a little easier. -3 plus 3 is 0. Absolute value of 0 is 0. Half of 0, still 0. Minus 2. The next point, -2 plus 3 is -1, or +1. -2 plus 3 is +1. Absolute value of +1 is 1. 0.5, that's half. Half times 1 is 0.5. Minus 2, -1.5. And -1 plus 3 is 2. 0.5, that's half. Half times 2 is 1. Minus 2, -1. Okay, let's go ahead and graph those points. Alright, so here goes the graph of the points we just found. So I rewrote them here and we'll graph them on our graph. -5, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the x direction, and -1 in the y direction is right here. -4, -1.5, 2, 3, 4, -1.5. -3, -2, so that's -1, -2, -3, 2, -1.5, and -1, 1. -1 is here. And so this creates the absolute value function that looks like this.